Are you a first responder, a veteran, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, or a Let's Go Blues radio listener? Of course you are. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, call real estate superstar Mike Burgoyne today at 314-753-4060 or email him at mike@strikewithmike.com to earn special rates today.
A proven winner on the hockey rink, Joe Wolf knows what it takes to be the best. That's why he has the best rates in the area and only has rave reviews of his work with Wolf Power Washing. Get that siding back to its original color with Joe. Call him at 314-420-5434. That's 314-420-5434.
Hi guys, this is Erica Weston with
Valley Sports West.
And you're listening to my favorite St. Louis Blues hockey podcast, Let's Go Blues Radio.
I'm here for it. I'm here for all the hot takes.
I totally see Hoffman putting up 30, 35 goals
in a 56-game season?
Yeah.
You know, Jeff, you were saying you didn't think he was going to score 20 goals next season.
I still think
that's a possible.
I mean, I will literally be happy to grab a live crow and eat it if Tarasenko comes back and scores 30, 40 goals in the NHL in the season.
With a last name like Bolduc, he's not going to play for us. There's just something about that last name is not going to make the NHL on this team. And for the Blues, I just don't see it happening. It seems like a name that is not conducive to play in the NHL.
Kurt Price is already making his claim that Zach Bolduc will never wear a Blues jersey in a regular season game.
No.
And starting on defense, from St. Charles, Missouri, number 94, Jeff Ponder.
Hello and welcome to Let's Go Blues Radio, the original and longest running blues hockey podcast. This is season 13, episode 47. I wanted to say the Darren Rumble episode, but we've got some Torey Krug news, so we're going to call it the Torey Krug episode. And it's also the 478th episode all-time. Support for Let's Go Blues Radio is brought to you in part by Mike Burgoyne of Real Brokerage Realty. Contact Mike at strikewithmike.com or call him at 314-753-4060 and get started selling or your current home or buying a new home today. And by Wolf Power Washing. If you're in the St. Louis area and need the services of a professional power washer, Joe Wolf is your guy. Call him at 314-420-5434 and get the best rates in the area. On today's show, Bill Day will be joining me in the second segment, and we discuss his latest adventure in goal, which took place a little over a month ago. So we're going to show you a video of some of Bill's clips, some of the stuff he did, some goals he gave up, some nice saves he made, one particularly very nice save. Again, this wasn't a scrimmage or a pickup game. This was a shoot around with friends is what I called it. We had our sponsors come out. Two of our sponsors, Joe Wolf was there, as well as Dustin Paul of RockinThatIDLife.com. Not currently a sponsor, but a longtime sponsor, likely to return during the season. We will be having them on as well. But we'll get to that in just a little bit. As I mentioned, we do have some news to share about the St. Louis Blues. Torey Krug it was announced he's going to undergo season-ending ankle surgery. This was something that we kind of all, I think, saw coming, including Blues management. He's going to miss the entire 24-25 season after making the decision to have surgery on his left ankle. Krug was emotional in his press conference. It wasn't really a press conference, just kind of talking with reporters. A couple of his quotes here. He said, quote, I fractured it 6 years ago in the playoffs when I was with Boston, and in the last few years, it started to get worse and worse. Last year was tough managing the pain level, and this summer, I wasn't able to do any of the things I needed to do to prepare for the NHL season. I tried to work through it and find a way to train, and obviously we're here now because I couldn't, and I'm going to have to go in there and get it fixed. When it got to the point of being on the ice, was starting to hurt a lot. That's when red flags went up that it might be something I need to take care of. I don't know what a healthy ankle feels like as far as pain level. It's always there. And again, I'm not trying to compare my hockey prowess to Torey Krug's, but I know I mentioned on the show last year I was out for about 6 months with a pretty bad feet injury. It was both my feet. Didn't know what it was, but like that last thing really resonated with me, that he said that I don't know what a healthy ankle feels like. I got to a point playing hockey, and again, I play recreationally, where it was like, why am I even doing this? Like, it's so painful to play. Why am I doing this? And again, it's different with me because I'm paying to play. Krug is paid to play, so you do kind of deal with that pain a little easier when you're getting a paycheck. But still, it's like, for me, if, I work a computer job, if I had carpal tunnel, I'd be asking the same question. Why am I even doing this? So I get that feeling, and it's unfortunate. And I thought, and again, we talked about it a lot last season, I thought Torey Krug had a very nice season for him. Granted, not living up to that contract. He never will, let's face it at this point. May not even play an NHL game again at this point. I'm hoping I'm wrong for his sake, because, man, that's just not how you want to go down. You want to go out on your own terms. So I'm hoping Krug can get this surgery and be back next season, whether with the Blues or somebody else, and is still contributing at a good level for his age at 32. It's just unfortunate. This is the prime of his career, prime of his life. You hate to see this happen. So he mentioned this happened in a 2018 playoff game against the Lightning when he was with the Bruins. I want to credit St. Louis Post-Dispatch writer Matthew DeFranks, he's the Blues beat writer, for digging up the clip, which I'm going to play here in a second. So there's actually a clip here. If you're watching the video, you'll be able to see it. I apologize to our podcast audience, as this is the French broadcast, but it's all that I could find as well after Matthew posted this. So basically, Krug and Alex Killorn of the Lightning, they go hard into the boards together, and you can see Krug's ankle and really just whole lower body just bend in a very bad way. So we'll show the clip right now.
Avantage. Ça va dans le coin. Killer. Oh, attention, il y a eu la chute de Krug. Oh. Regardez en fond de territoire, il y a une bataille. Les deux jambes, les genoux. Oh. Et ça, j'ai hâte de voir à la fin de la rencontre comment il va se sentir déjà. Ça semblait problématique sur la patinoire. Le grand écart, les genoux écartés, frappe la rampe en plus. Parce que ça peut être la cheville.
So yeah, again, if you watch that clip, it's a play that you kind of see every now and then. A guy goes down in the corner, and I remember a couple years ago, I think it was Parayko's rookie season, when he had a real gnarly looking injury that took him out of the game. I think it was against the Lightning, or no, it might have been the Islanders. I can't remember. But I remember thinking, oh, that is not how a leg bends. He is done. He probably just tore his ACL. I think he came back later in the game. So you do kind of see these crazy injuries and guys come back from it. But unfortunately, this was just one that has been lingering now for, 6 years for Torey. So again, feel sorry for the guy. Blues obviously have been prepping for this. I think they've kind of known this was going to have to be the course of action for Torey Krug. Rehab just was not doing it for him. So I'm happy to see that he's getting the surgery now. Hopefully his pain ends after the surgery. He rehabs after that. And again, hopefully we see him in an NHL jersey again, because you just don't want to see a guy go out like that. And Torey Krug, from all accounts, seems like a very, very good person, and a person who just loves the game. So best wishes to Torey Krug, and hopefully you have a speedy, very speedy recovery. One more bit of news that I wanted to share before we got to talking with Bill. The Blues did launch a contract tracker on their website. So basically, if you go to the Blues website, there's a section now for their contract statuses. You follow along the Blues contracts. It also includes how they were acquired, that each player, if they're a UFA versus an RFA. I think this is an awesome move by the Blues. Now, it's a little weird because, you go to your Cap Friendly, which is the one that unfortunately is gone, or Cap Geek. back in the day which really started these contract trackers. These, it's like you can go team to team. They even have a lot of them had the armchair GM thing where you could buy out a player and see what that would look like. And you can't do any of that on this contract tracker with the Blues. But I do like this. I do like that a team is embracing displaying the contract statuses for fans. Because this is something that Blues fans want and all NHL fans want. Back in the day, the NHL, Gary Bettman, particularly, the commissioner of the GM. So basically, Cap Friendly was, it was unfortunately right before its creator had passed away, Matthew Weist, I believe is how you said his last name. And, they asked Gary Bettman, I think just in one of his State of the Union addresses, is there interest from the NHL to kind of take over this contract tracker thing? And his quote was, this is a direct quote from Gary Bettman. This was in, I believe, 2013. He said, quote, "I don't think it's a resource we need to provide because I'm not sure fans are as focused on what players make as they are about their performance on the ice." Obviously, that is baloney. That wasn't the case in 2013. It's not the case now. I wonder if he would still say the same thing 11 years later. But even back then, we're all like, no, we all care. We all care what players are making. Look at social media on free agent day or trade deadline day. The question is, how does this affect the cap for every single move a team makes? That is clearly not the case. So I will say again, kudos to Doug Armstrong, because I'll admit, when I was in the media, from what I heard, there was a lot of you can't do this, you can't do that, coming straight from the GM to the social media team, to the website team, to anyone conversing with the fans. It seems like he has really become lax on this and kind of realized this is the way of the world. So kudos to Doug Armstrong, kudos to the Blues for doing this contract tracker. Now we just need a league-wide one, officially managed by the league. I think that would really be awesome, because then there's no question that these are correct. So, yeah, come on, NHL. Let's get on the trend here. Well, having said all that, let's get into first of all, we're going to take a break from hear from our amazing sponsors. And then we're going to talk to Bill, and we're going to show you a video of Bill back in net for the second time in about 20 years. So you are listening to Let's Go Blues Radio, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We'll return after these messages.
As a hockey player, Mike Burgoyne knows a thing or two about making the perfect play. And when it comes to real estate, he's always ready to score the winning goal for his clients. If you're a first responder, a veteran, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, or a Let's Go Blues Radio listener looking to score the home of your dreams, you'll receive special rates with Mike. Go ahead, shoot some questions his way, and he'll have the answer quicker than Curtis Joseph on a breakaway.
Curtis Joseph got the pedal down!
Any barriers? Mike will mow them down like Chris Pronger in front of the net. He'll score you your dream home or sell your existing home faster than a Brett Hall one-timer.
Flip past the Hall, he shoots, he scores!
See Burgoyne's real estate prowess in action today by emailing him at mike@strikewithmike.com or by calling 314-753-4060. That email again is mike@strikewithmike.com, and that phone number is 314-753-4060. Getting Mike Burgoyne on your team will be the boost your power play needs.
Well, honey, I just priced the power washing for the house, and I think we should just move and condemn this place. It'll be cheaper.
Did you try Wolf Power Washing?
Who?
Oh, I just saw this guy win the Stanley Ponder Cup Memorial Tournament and thought he was attractive, so I looked him up on social media, and it turns out he's the owner and proprietor of Wolf Power Washing. He claims he has the best prices in town.
But does he use non-flammable, non-toxic chemicals that are safe for Wolfie and our son, Little Magnus?
Yes, he ensures there'll be no residue left behind, and he doesn't use any volatile vapors.
Well, this fella sounds like a dream. I just wish I knew how to contact him.
Oh, I know how. You can reach him at 314-420-5434.
314-420-5434, and his name is Joe Wolf of Wolf Power Washing.
That's right.
But how did you know his number so quickly?
I'll never tell.
Wait, what?
That's Wolf Power Washing at 314-420-5434. And make sure to tell him Let's Go Blues Radio sent you.
And now, back to Let's Go Blues Radio, the longest running St. Louis Blues podcast with Price, Ponder, and Day.
All right, we're back from break, and I am now joined, as you can see if you're watching the video, by our friend Bill Day. Bill, good to have you back for, a little bit of goalie talk here.
Yeah, always up for goalie talk, especially when it's about me. Oh, wait, no. I hate talking about myself.
I love talking about you, so this makes it a lot more fun. And we got a video we're going to show here in a minute of Bill back on the ice. But before we do that, we are going to do beers of the episode. We actually have beers this time. So, Bill, take it away. What beer are you rocking tonight?
I am going local and rocking the Fountain Sody from our friends at Four Hands. It is this is, to use the parlance of our times, totally crushable. Like I could drink a whole bunch of these on a warm day. Trying to end the pale ale part of the year, and so I'm trying to finish them off. If I have one more, I might have another after the show.
There you go. Yeah, you were telling me about how it's good, and it's a very good drink. I saw it at the store over the weekend, and it was one of those things where I picked it up and I was like, I should get this. No, I should wait until I hear something first. I knew it was something I'd probably enjoy, and I still didn't get it. So knowing you like it, I do think I will be picking up some, what is it called again? Fountain Sody?
Fountain Sody. And for me, and probably for Kurt, if he were here, it would bring back the memories of going to the old barn or the old Busch Stadium. And there was that one vendor who liked to say, anybody want a sody? We winning. Yeah.
I remember that guy.
Every time I picked this up, that's all I could think about. That guy was brilliant.
Did you guys know the beer vendor? Do you remember a beer vendor who used to sing in an operatic voice?
A little bit,
He
yeah.
used to go, Bud Light, and he'd hit the octave, and it was just like, okay, this guy's awesome. Like, because I was a kid, I was like, when I'm 21, I'm buying from that guy.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't think he was around once I was 21.
Yeah, masters of their craft. Took a menial job and made it fun. Gotta love it.
Exactly. Yep. That's what I try to do every day, but my coworkers might disagree. My beer of the episode is also one that we've never had before. From our friends at Urban Chestnut. It's one of their zoo beers. It's the Lemur Lager Light. So we both have some light lagers we're drinking tonight. Gotta love that can with that beautiful lemur on there.
Yeah.
Very
gotta
good.
love that series.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Red Panda was very good. I had that. I think that was last summer. That was a very good one. But yeah, very good light beer. Crisp.
Yeah. Same goes for Fountain Sody. Very crisp, and it's got a little bit of a little bit of hoppy flavor, but not overwhelming. But just drink it all day.
That's kind of how this is too. There's a little bit of hops in it, but it's not, like you said, it's not overwhelming. It's not an IPA style. It's the right amount. It's perfect. So, Bill, again, we did have you get back on the ice with us. It was a while ago. We had a series of shows. Doug Armstrong pulling the crazy RFA stunt he did. Then we had Tom Calhoun. We had all the H&A BHL stuff go down. So this kept getting pushed back. Here we are. Tonight it is September 4th as we record this.
Right.
And we did this, gosh, what was it, July? It was like July 27th or something? July 30th?
It was...
It was right at the end of July. It was right before I went to Colorado. So...
Yeah, I think it was 27th. That seems about right. Yeah, it was. We had guests from across the pond for a couple of weeks, and basically put them on a plane and went into hockey mode that night. So
yes, we did.
Yeah,
that was a good time. So we basically, this was not like last time when we had one of these episodes, we did an actual scrimmage where Bill filled in a net. This was full on. Let's just have some fun with Bill and net. We had an hour of ice time, and we just went out with some friends and took some footage of Bill making either crazy saves, letting in some pretty nice goals, whatever it was. We even got some fun stuff with me and one of our sponsors that we'll show you. But yeah, we got a good video to show you here. So let me pull this bad boy up, and we will show off our hockey skills. Here we go.
And I think I will add a disclaimer at the outset that everything was so high tempo that we had to slow it down like to 2/3 speed.
Yes, this is very slow intentionally because we were so quick.
Yes.
No, and I'll tell people like you just said, when we talked about this, I was like, man, we are moving so slow throughout this whole thing, and in all honesty. And it really is. And, you watch like the skills competition, like when guys do the breakaway drill and stuff, they're not moving quick either. They're moving at Kucherov breakaway speed, and they just or penalty shot speed. And it is just, you're not in a game situation. So it's really hard to get yourself up to move at a hustle pace. So keep that in mind as you watch this. And also keep in mind, clearly, we are also beer league hockey players. So here we go.
All right, let's get some player introductions. First, we got Dustin Paul. And we got his son, Grady Paul. Now, of course, you know Dustin from Rocking That ID Life, but what are you doing out here playing hockey? How often do you make it out here?
Not very often, but I love being on here, especially with my buddies from Let's Go Blues Radio.
That's the name of the show, that's right. And Grady, any rumor that you drive your dad around because you're taller? Is that true? No? All right, thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you.
And we also have, everyone knows him, best power washer in the business, Joe Wolf. Oh my God. Joe Wolf's here. Joe, thanks for coming out today and took some time out of your busy power washing schedule, huh?
Frozen.
It's frozen.
Can't use the water.
What's up, bub? Oh, hey. Man, you really don't hit that hard.
How's your wife?
Get you back, Joe.
All right, that was good. We also have St. Louis Force extraordinaire, John Pfeiffer. And we brought his wife as well, Erica Pfeiffer. Now, John's actually a referee, so can you actually see the ice, or what's the deal?
No, I have the wrong prescription visor.
Ah, that's what it is.
So I tend to have problems when I ref.
And you choose to be with a referee. What's that about?
I don't know. He just got me started.
And also we have Guhan Iyer from the St. Louis Force. Guhan's actually a Maple Leafs fan. So what are they going to make the playoffs, get out in the first round? What's happening?
Stanley Cup all the way, man. Stanley Cup all the way. You heard it here first.
Oh, boy, there we go. And the reason we're all here, of course, is for our friend Bill Day. Bill, bring it over here, buddy. I can see already a sweat stain starting from warm-ups. How you feeling, pal?
You know where the defibrillator is?
No, but I would hope somebody at the rink does.
Yeah.
Bill, we're going to have some fun today, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right.
Already having fun.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
Nice save on Grady there.
Yeah. Tried to deke me a little too much.
Yeah.
I think Guhan's approach here was
You're not that good.
Yeah, that was the slowest attempt ever. Woo! Dustin going top shelf.
Yeah. Dustin's got skills.
And here I am on yet. Oh!
I still hate myself for not knowing you were going to do that.
Let's go to
right
the top
away.
of the show.
Yeah, you should have known, man.
I
You should have
should've
known much
known.
quicker.
I think he wants to call it quits after he let you do that shit.
Love that. That was beautiful. Nice saves by Phil in a row. I like that. He just on purpose flipped the puck right at me.
There you go.
Yeah. I try to
get that shit
try
outta
to put
here.
the camera a little bit, you know.
Well saved. And a view.
This is the shoot around. These team warm ups a lot.
Yeah. Still takes a whole lot of effort that I haven't quite got back into that yet. Doing all the up and down.
Yeah, and the goal here mostly is to work on just sliding and moving around.
Yeah.
Here we go.
In
Never mind, you turn off.
towards the end. Yeah.
That's gonna be on camera.
Had to use trouble.
All right.
I had
Who
a
wants to hit
wardrobe
me?
malfunction right here.
Yes,
Do you want to hit me?
I think I figured it
All
out
right.
post game.
You're not gonna be able to type on your keyboard after.
Yes. Horrible attempt by Joe on that one, but I think he was afraid he was going to board me.
Yeah.
Much better.
That was awesome.
We got some 2-1-0s here that Bill had to face. So that was tiring.
Boo! What a roller hockey player.
Totally true.
There's your save.
That's the save of the night.
That was
Paddle out, baby. Paddle out.
You got plenty of stuff after that one. This was us just messing around.
Yeah.
You kind of see players do this with goalies in warm-ups sometimes, and I just lost the puck there because John was in my way.
Woo!
I got to
glove
build up
love.
when Grady goes top shelf on me.
If I was on defense, I would have rocked you.
I don't imagine if Fife gets that much time around the net.
Yeah, you made a nice little save here. Well, kind of a nice save, and then it just squirts out right there.
Yeah, I think the original one actually trickled under and in, but yeah. Yeah, a lot of this I'm just trying to
Oh my God, you're terrible.
remember how to play where to the post, and I don't know, someday maybe I'll figure out how RDH is supposed to work.
Yeah, and that's, again, that's another nice save there. Big save on Pfeiffer. Beautiful. Made some nice big saves that game, or that night.
It's always a good fun part of my game, unlike your Michigan had done.
Yes! Oh my God. This is literally the first time I've ever tried to Michigan. I'm not even kidding. Because I was always one of those that said,
I've never
absolutely not.
actually tried to do that before.
Yeah, like, I was never a fan of trying to do it in a real game, so I was like, why even try it? Another nice little play.
Oh, good.
Brady fixes corner
Upstairs.
here.
Oh, what a goal. Nice, Grady.
Brady's the best player out there.
He was
Phil,
up there.
you're welcome to stay here. Go ahead and take your shit off. Good job today. You tired? Yeah.
Well, there we go. So that was our nice little shoot around with Bill. fun day. I mean, again, that was more like, for me, when we did the pickup hockey, for me, it was, exercise, and for you, it was just getting a feel for the rink. This was one that we kind of planned earlier in the summer. And I was like, we should just have a shoot around day where we just take the pucks, go out there with you and just have fun for an hour. And that's what we did. And I think everyone had a good time, just kind of having fun and shooting on you.
Yeah, no, it was just a fun evening, being out there, at a really empty place, but a lot of just a lot of fun being out on the ice and just trying to get acclimated to it again, right? That's my what I was hoping to get out of it, and I think it went pretty well in that regard. Being able to watch the video now shows me a lot of what I still need to work on. I think I'm probably 5 or 6 hours away from wanting to get into a competitive situation. But that time could be hard to come by. So if an opportunity avails itself, I may just throw myself out there and embarrass the hell out of myself. But the bugs definitely bit, and I want to keep it going. Right.
Yeah, well, and I'll tell you, like a couple years ago, because I played ice hockey in high school, and I think I've told the story on the show before, and then I was switched to roller hockey my junior year of high school because my parents were literally like, "Hey, do you care which one you play?" And I said, "No, as long as I play hockey." And they said, "Good, because roller hockey is a lot cheaper." So I stopped playing ice, and I didn't pick it up again until I think I was like 32, 33. I'm 39 now. And for me, it was like I did all these things. I went to pickups. I went to the stick and pucks, and, friends would call me and be like, "Hey, we got ice time. Do you want to show up?" And I would do all those things, but I kept telling myself, like, "No, you're not ready for a game. You're not ready for a game." Eventually, you just get to a point where it's like, okay, you're just in your own head now. You just got to get out there. Now, granted, you've only been out there twice. So I think you are still in that point where it's like, I'm not really ready for a game. But like you said, once I think you get maybe 2 or 3 more times under your belt, you just need to just do it. Just make yourself do it. Yeah, I'm going to probably fall. I'm probably going to let up a bad goal or two, but just get out there and see what happens.
Yeah. So my goal is to not get in, tell a highly competitive team that, "Oh yeah, I can back up for you." Sure. Your goalie, yanked his gooch and is out for the season. Yeah, I got it. No, that won't happen. But
I'll admit, man, we when I was working at Total Hockey, that was right when I was like, I was probably about 31 when I got back in ice hockey. They started doing these Tuesday morning skates, and we talked about it with KVG when he was on the show, and that was my foray back into ice hockey for the first time in however many years it was. And I was like, I feel stupid. I felt dumb, but I got out there and nobody cared. We had a great time. We just skated around. But it was funny because the owner of the company was like, "Hey, you seem like you really enjoy this." He's like, "I do this, I think it was Wednesday. I think they still do it. Wednesday morning skate with a bunch of Blues alumni." He's like, "Do you want to come out sometime?" And I'm like, "No." I was like, absolutely not, because I will feel so stupid. And I look back now and I'm like, I wish I just would have done it. I mean, even just one time, because it would have been fun to see how I matched up against Cam Jansen and Kelly Chase and all these guys that would show up and still play. Al McInnes, I think, played. And it's like, yeah, I would have looked dumb, but it also would have been a really fun experience to be like, yeah, I just got walked by Al McInnes.
Yeah, guarantee you're not getting in front of that shot.
No. That reminds me of one of my favorite post Al McInnes career moments. They had a charity game during the lockout. And like there was a bunch of players who had either just retired or were still even playing in the NHLs at the Family Arena. And
I was
every time, yeah, I was there too. So you might remember this. Al McInnes, every time the puck was on his stick, everyone, like back in the day, would just scream shoot because everybody wanted to see him take a slap shot. But it's a charity game. You don't take slap shots in charity games. And so every time it was on a stick, just no, he would dish it off or he'd take a wrist shot. Finally, in the third period, I think they were on the power play. Nobody was in front of them, and I think they did that on purpose. I think every player like parted the Red Sea because they were just like, just let him shoot. And so he did. He wound up, clapper, boom, back of the net, and everybody went nuts. And it was just like, oh, that might be the last time we see an Al McInnes slap shot in a live NHL arena or a professional arena.
So who are the goalies? Wasn't Bishop was one of the goalies, and was it Robert Esch or somebody like that?
Ooh, it might have been. It was an American NHL goalie.
Yeah.
So it might have been Esch.
And not somebody that had really a tie to St. Louis. So
Brian Boucher, maybe?
Could have been.
I can't remember who it was, but it was it was definitely an NHL goalie. And I think even they were like, like I'm not going to try to stop this.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. And I would never try to get out in front of that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so this skate, we showed a lot of fun stuff there. Again, me trying to do the Michigan was pretty hilarious because, like I said, it was funny as I was doing it because I wasn't even planning it. I just went behind the net and there was a puck sitting there, and I thought, I even thought to myself, I go, I've never actually tried to do the Michigan before, so I'm like, I wonder if I can do it. So you can see I do get the puck up on my stick and I go to wrap, but you're supposed to basically flip your stick as it's in the air and then put it in the net. I didn't flip my stick, so it just flew off the side of my blade, and I just, and you probably heard the post. That was my stick hitting the post, not the puck. And I just thought, oh my god, like, why would I try to do this on camera for the first time?
And you could have edited it out, but you didn't.
Oh no, I gotta show the stupid shit. I showed you falling last time. I gotta show this too.
It's all, it's fun and games, and we're all about self-deprecating humor here. So
yes, we are. I mean, shit, I literally asked somebody to hit me in this, so that was fun. It was funny. I didn't show it in this because the angle wasn't very good, but I didn't even think about it. So the first time we tried it, it was on the other side of the boards, and so so when I got the pass from the point, my back was, because I'm left-handed, my back was basically facing out to where Joe was coming in to hit me. So he even came in to hit me, and he stopped and he goes, I don't want to board you, man. And I was like, yeah, good call. Why are we doing it on these boards? I'm like, let's go over there. And so it's just funny. You don't even think about that stuff. You're like, oh yeah, just come in and hit me. And it's like, well, in a situation like that, that's a very illegal check, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, that, right minds prevailed.
Yep. The stick save. Again, you made a couple very nice stick saves, but the one on the pass across to Dustin, and you slid across, you made a beauty save. That one's going in the highlight reel. That was beautiful.
Yeah, desperation. Normal situation. I probably should just be sliding across and squaring up to him, but nope. Had to do a full lunge and lead with paddle because I'm still don't quite have the edge work down, and but still have the instinct, right? Throw anything in front of it and make that save.
There was one of your save of the weeks. I remember we talked about last season. I think it was Bennington. We talked about the push off from post to post and how really just how difficult that is, and how people don't really recognize. Really, I mean, you don't hear about how hard the push off from post to post is. And for you, right there is a perfect example. Like, a more seasoned goalie is probably just pushing off the post, sliding across, and making the save, covering it up, eating it up in its belly. But when you're not used to it, and again, this was for fun as well, so we were kind of egging you on to make some ridiculous type saves. But yeah, like you said, it was just, okay, I just need to get across. Like, how am I going to get across? I'll just dive across like Steve Shields.
Yeah. No, actually, you bring up we did the Save of the Week segment last year. The Blues posted a thing on their socials today highlighting some of the best saves from last year. And I'm pretty sure every last one of those was in there, including the one that you just referenced where Benner goes post to post. Definitely had the Hofer one against LA where, he just awkwardly threw himself back across and, got a piece of the body on it. And I mean, that's definitely, being back in the net, I have a whole new appreciation for, having to make that. Another one of the saves was Binner pushes off, and then I forget who it was, but they cut back the other way, and he still had the leverage and presence of mind to throw the right pad back and make the save. Just thing of beauty. I think that was in the Washington game, that the Hall of Fame game that we were both at.
Oh yeah, yep, and yeah, I mean, well, and it's just funny, we talk all the time about, we in general as hockey fans talk about, oh, what a great save that is, but it really isn't until you really watch and break down the play like we've been having you do, and how we've seen guys like Kevin Woodley and other guys that break them down really well. Brian Boucher, I think, does a good job of it too. It's just, you don't really think about how hard it is. I mean, obviously, this is professional hockey we're talking about here, but still, it's like just having the presence of mind to do these things, and not only do it well, but doing it technically well is impressive to me, because there's so many things. You think about it, what a quarterback goes through in football, the different plays that they have to remember. What route is this guy running on this one? But for me, it's like, it's the same with goaltending. Like, you have to remember, when I push across, there's a chance the puck's coming back across. So I need to be ready to move back and move my pad or move my paddle and whatever it is, to try and make sure that they're swallowing up as much of the net as possible. It's just, it's so impressive and hard to fathom when you're not a goalie.
Right. And, just the muscle tone you have to have, and, be able to be in the right body position, right? It's hard to explain if you haven't ever done it before, but you have to engage your core at every second that you're pushing across, and be ready to anticipate something going the opposite way, and, risk, pulling your gooch to make the save.
Yep. Well, for those of you podcasting, we hope you still got some enjoyment out of that short video. Obviously, we had some mic'd up. We had a microphone on Bill, but unfortunately, it was a wireless mic that connected to a phone, and for some reason, we just could not get it to work. But we had my microphone on, so you got to hear all my ridiculousness, as well as some of the skaters. So we hope that was enjoyable for the podcast audience as well as the video audience. But we'll do something else like this again. I don't know if we'll do this type of shoot around stuff. We'll at least do another pickup. We'll have better cameras on Bill. We'll do another one pretty soon here. But Bill, what is the goal going forward for you?
I want to get to the point where I can play in a fairly regular game, at least, through the winter. I don't know that I want it to be a full year round thing yet, but, whether it's a pickup game or, eventually getting on a team, I think I'd like to have, at least one more competitive, even if it's a lower level kick at the can, just to, push myself to see how I can do, and see if I can control myself and, not completely lose my shit every time I give up a goal. That was, that was always a thing for me, especially after it probably should have been. I remember, getting into these lopsided men's league games where, we'd play a team of, washed out junior B players, and I'm on a men's league team that's been playing together for, 20 years and don't care. And I'm getting lit up 31-0 every night, still trying my ass off and getting pissed off at every goal that goes in. Right. I'd like to think I've matured beyond that and can just go out there and appreciate it and just enjoy being in the competitive moment without, breaking my stick over the net or one of my teammates.
Yes, let's hope that latter part has happened to me. So don't do that. Yeah. The goalie who played against you in the last pickup we did,
Chrysler.
He one time he lost his shit. And he went to break it over the crossbar, and he didn't know I was standing right there because I was trying to fish the puck out of the net. And he got me right across the head. The referee even came up to me. He's like, "Do you want me to kick him out?" And I'm like, "He's our goalie, so no." But I'm like, if it were a skater, I would have been like, yeah, get him the fuck out of here because I'm going to kill him. So it happens. But, but no, and I'll tell you, as far as I go, I mean, I've obviously continued playing well into my late 30s. And I have softened over the years. There are still moments where I get heated and I get pissed. If we're on a losing streak and somebody makes a bad play, I might kind of lose my shit. I'll admit. Really quick story. A couple weeks ago in our summer league game, we have a guy on our team, and he knows who he is, so I'll say his name, Dave. Dave, he takes he's 60. He takes his hearing aids out when he plays, which is obnoxious because he can't hear anything. So you'll even be telling him like, "Hey, we're moving you from the second line to the third line." And he'll just go, okay, because he can't hear. So he's just like, oh, okay, I'll just nod my head and say, okay. And then next thing you know, we've got a too many men on the ice penalty. Well, this last, I think it was 2 games ago, he was offside, like crazy offside. But he didn't know he was offside. Both referees are yelling, offside, 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 tag up, offside. All the other 2 forwards, offside, Dave, you're offside. I am standing at my team's blue line yelling, you're fucking offside. Skate back, you moron. Like I am losing my shit because it was a close game. And eventually he forechecks enough to where the referee just blows the whistle and it's an intentional offside. So the puck has to come all the way down on our end for the face off. And he's just like, I didn't know we were offside. And I'm like, wear your fucking hearing aids, dude. I was furious. Like, Jesus, man. Even the other team was yelling at him. Hey, man, you're offside.
Yeah.
So sometimes it does still happen. The anger comes out. But yes, I have softened as I've gotten older, and I think the same will happen for you.
Yeah, let's hope. I certainly don't want to ruin anybody's enjoyment, which, last time I played any kind of competitive sport, I was told that a lot. So I've taken a few years off and I think I'm ready to go.
I'll tell you, for me, with my teammates, I never asked for anyone to be spectacular. I just asked that you're a good teammate and you're not a dickhead and you try. And as long as you do those three things, we won't have a problem. So I think most captains would agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got to be realistic, right? We're playing, not even senior A whale shit hockey. We're playing senior D whale shit hockey. Nobody has, nobody should have delusions of grandeur, but
there's still people that do.
Right. Some people still can't turn it off, right? And that's, we just don't want them on our team.
Nope. No, we do not. All right. Well, Bill, this has been awesome. Like I said, we will have at least one more of these things at some point this summer. Hockey season's coming around the corner. So if we don't get something for an episode, we'll have a special release or something coming up that we'll do something with you. So this has been a fun little foray journey into getting Bill back on the ice. So that will continue. And eventually, we will have footage of Bill playing in a real game. So hopefully that happens sometime in 2024.
Yeah, we have 3 months to make that happen. So let's see what we can come up with.
We'll do it. It'll happen eventually. Bill, thanks for joining me. And we'll be in touch. And hey, Blue season's right around the corner. So regular shows start again soon. So hopefully everybody is used to seeing Bill's wonderful face.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get the those jerseys have been hanging all summer. I'm hoping to get up some. Like, been in this house 2.5 years now, or we're coming up on 2.5 years. I have a lot of pretty good goalie art that I'm going to try to get on the walls.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see if I can get that done between now and puck drop. What is it, October 8th or something like that? So.
That sounds right. October or something. Yeah. I should know. We should know, but we don't.
We should. We're still in off-season mode. Training camp hasn't started yet.
That's true. Very true. Once training camp starts, I usually do know like the first 5 games of the schedule. I'm just not at that point yet.
Yep.
I'm still in I'm going to suffer through the Cardinals season mode.
I stopped caring so long ago.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least City won a game.
Hey, yeah, they too little too late, depending on those European transfers coming in after, the mid-season transfer window kicks in. And I think it's a totally different story if they're on this team to start this campaign. But, there's always next year.
That's true. That's the Blues fan motto. So we know it well. All right, Bill, thanks a lot for joining me, and look forward to getting you back on the ring.
Awesome. Thanks for getting it all together. It's been a blast.
Well, I again want to thank Bill and everyone that was involved in the event. Again, I always have fun on the rink, even when it's not an actual game, because I am a competitive person. It's fun to just get out there and skate around and play with buddies. And, somebody like Joe Wolf, I play roller hockey with him. I've played ice with him in the past. He doesn't get out on the ice rink as much, just time, we're all adults. It's hard to find the time sometimes. So he even skated up to me at one point and was just like, I've had the itch and you let me scratch it tonight. So, being able to get out there with my buddies and just have a good time, with Bill especially, was amazing. So, just a good time. So, as you can tell, we have been doing some different things lately, like this, getting some rink time, been able to put together some video. I don't know if it's fun for you. I think it is. We have fun with it, clearly. But doing all these kind of different things, going to on location to record an interview with the BHL guys. We would have done it for H&A if I didn't unfortunately have COVID last week. We would have been on location as well. I think that just adds a nice little element to the show. All of this is possible because of our sponsors. So I do ask, and I know that we promote them as much as we can, but please support our sponsors if you can. If you're looking for power washing, if you know of anyone looking to buy or sell a house, please consider our sponsors. They are great people. And again, when they help us out, it makes the show better. Clearly, we're able to do way more fun things having these sponsors on board. So they will be more inclined to stick with us and keep helping us do these fun things as long as they are making money off our partnership. So please, again, support these awesome sponsors. And again, they are, and I'll go ahead and give a quick shout out because, every morning I do swear by this stuff. Energy from Rockin' Net ID Life. Again, if you reach out to Dustin, I think even now, if you were to ask him, reach out to him at Dustin. Oh my goodness. It's rockinnetidlife@gmail.com. That's the email. And just tell Dustin that you're a listener of the show. He'll probably still give you that 10% off. So please consider working with Dustin as well. He is fantastic. And again, I think we're hoping to have him back for the regular season. But our current sponsors, Mike Burgoyne from Real Brokerage Realty. You can email him at mike@strikewithmike.com today for all of your home buying and selling needs. That's mike@strikewithmike.com. And by Wolf Power Washing, St. Louis's premier power washing company with the best rates in town. Call Joe Wolf at 314-420-5434 and get the best looking and greatest power washer in the area. That is 314-420-5434. And again, thank you to Joe for coming out to our skate. Mike actually would have been there from Mike Burgoyne from Real Brokerage Realty. He would have been there, but unfortunately he is a very busy man and he just could not work it in his schedule. I know he wanted to be there, so it's unfortunate we couldn't work it out with Mike, but I know he was there in spirit. Well, that will do it for episode 47, the Darren Rumble or Torey Krug episode of season 13 of the original St. Louis Blues Hockey Podcast. Let's Go Blues Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great week, everyone. For Kirk Price and Bill Day, I'm Jeff Ponder, and I will talk with you next week. This was Let's Go Blues Radio. Until next time, everyone, let's go Blues.
The Chiefs are at home tonight against Cyanosport at the War Memorial at 8. Good seats are still available.
A look at sports.
I think that went very well.
Thank you for listening to Let's Go Blues Radio. Now take off, hosers.
I want you to have a heart attack and die so that we never have to do this shit again.
Well, there's 90 minutes of your life you'll never get back. Sorry.
St. Louis Blues, St. Louis Blues. Have you heard the news about our St. Louis Blues? They've only just begun, they're on their way to #1. Now there's no more blues for our St. Louis Blues.
The Blues are on the ice tonight again. They're rough and tough and got the stuff to win. They'll always get one more, no matter what the score. They are quite a hockey team, my friend.